Namaskar, I am S.K. Bhardwaj, Pandit Santosh Bhardwaj, a resident of Noida, retired school principal, a science teacher, and today I am explaining the impact of crosses over the lines. The crosses may have multiple formations. The basic formation is a cross, that is sign of multiplication. Another one is sign of addition. One prong of it may be large, another may be small, like that. But a cross is cross. A cross is auspicious only over the Jupiter. And when it is located under the Saturn between these two lines, heart line and line of head, it gives you the power to discover the mystic world. Sometimes it gives you, something wrong information like that. You start believing in ghosts, witches, etc. So I am not discussing that. I am just telling you, if a cross is found over the lifeline over here, over the Venus, this cross shows trouble from some family member, a friend or a relative. A cross found in the beginning of the lifeline over here, it shows accident, some sort of wound, सर में चोट लग गई, like that, when you were a child. If you find two crosses in the beginning of the lifeline and especially in the hand of a woman, then it shows seriousness. But immorality may be involved over here. How? You will see that if the lifeline and the line of head are apart like this, the distance is wide, this will make the woman bold. And this Venus is very large, elevated, not exaggerated. Depressed and exaggerated both invite immorality. So if this distance is too large, this is boldness, but idiocy is involved. But if this distance, look at this line again, if this distance is short, say 3 to 4 millimeters, in that case woman will be bold, intelligent, prudent. These two. Physical Mars is elevated, not exaggerated. Venus is elevated, not exaggerated. Such a woman is bound to become very efficient police or army official. He can take risks as well. Now, if you find a number of crosses on one hand, like this here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over here, anywhere, starting from here till end, anywhere. So if you have a number of crosses, it shows amiability, sociability. But if you go beyond a certain limit, it is always harmful. So something better about it is, it gives you talent in the field in which you are working or you have expertise. Now, if the similar crosses are found in both the hands, a series of crosses on both the hands are found, it shows versatility, power to do a lot of work, but things goes out of control when old age comes. So yogic exercises, morning walk, evening walk, taking limited food helps you a lot. A cross found at the end of the lifeline over here, it cautions you. Be aware, you are old. Don't take risk. Don't work too hard. And you are safe. But in case you see a branch of it going downward over here, it can make you cripple. So you should be careful. Now, let us take line of head. A cross found over the line of head, generally here to here, it generally shows accidents, minor accident, not major accident. Under Saturn, major accident. And if you find such a cross over physical Mars over here, this region, be careful. It will increase the impact. Now, if a cross is found under the Jupiter, over here, this is Jupiter, and a cross is found over the line of head at this point, it makes you dogmatic. Your nature becomes tyrannical. Since I have warned you, you will have to be careful. Check your nature. As I told you, under the Saturn it will harm you. Over here, head injury will be painful. And I give you an instance. One of my colleagues showed me his right hand. I was curious. I looked at his left hand as well. I found this sign over his left hand and I asked him, if your father was killed by some animal, bull, yes, my father was killed by a bull with his horns. But in addition to this, there may be explosions as well, which may harm you. In case it is found under the sun, over here, sudden fall and head injury. Under the Mercury, you are performing some experiment and accident takes place. You are adding alkali and acid, so accidents are common. Hydrogen, explosion is there. Ammonia enters into your mouth or eyes. I have told you about minor accidents, but there are major accidents as well, like the accidents which take place in atomic power plants. So they are deaded. It's a warning. If you have such sign, you should be careful. Now, a cross at the intersection of fate and heart line. This is fate line, this is heart line, and here you have a cross. It shows pecuniary impact, loss of money, monetary losses, fiscal losses, economic capital losses, budgetary losses, like that. In addition to this, tower in love affairs. Here I would like to mention a very, very important thing. Look at this heart line. I have drawn this line to touch the heart line, and the line of head. This line is going down, meeting the line of head and the line of lifeline at the junction. And if a cross is found over here, the person is bound to meet death. There may be some signs over the left hand, right hand, Saturn, Mars, all over there. But this sign is sufficient to tell that death is coming. In case the cross is not present over here, you just think that the person will become recluse. He will move out of the house and devote his time praying the God. In case a cross is found over the fate line, it is always harmful. It will harm you at that particular age. And if it is found when the line is broken into two parts, fate line is broken into two parts, it becomes even more important. You should be very careful because someone is against you. He is trying to ruin you. Never mind. You are careful, you will survive. One thing more. You can switch over the job if you want. A cross between fate line and the lifeline, close to the fate line. It shows some event which will affect bearer's comforts. This is the fate line, this is the lifeline, and the cross may be present over here, like this, somewhere over here. Anywhere. You see, this is a lot of space over here, so it may come, you may find it anywhere. Over the line of heart, it may denote the death of some loved one. Over here, here, or here, you could, if you determine this, you can easily know when the death occurred. And now, line of head joined with the heart line and the lifeline. It is really dangerous, and the subject may be dead. Now I am taking the case of sun line. You see, a cross is present over here towards the Mercury. It will show poor business capacity or success in artistic affairs. Be careful, be serious, do hard work. If you are touching from the side of Saturn over here, this is lifeline, this is sunline, this is Saturn, and you see the green crosses, two crosses. On the Mercury side, they gives inefficiency in arts and business. On the Saturn side, they gives you auspiciousness, religiousness, piety. Now the third case is very serious. You see this segment of line of head moving towards the Luna, and you see the cross is over here, a big cross, number 2, you see. So what does it indicate? The Mercury is, the Saturn is bad, the Luna is bad, and the person may suffer from insanity, some sort of religious nature. And if it is found close to the mercury, a pink line is there, you see, and the crosses are present over here. These crosses are sufficient to make a change in the lifestyle of the bear. Thank you very much. We shall be meeting very soon. Thank you again. Goodbye. Have a great day. Namaskar.